Congratulations, you have found yet another episode of Art Snark, demonstrating your mediocre internet browsing abilities. I'm not impressed, but I'm glad you're here. My name is Skunk,
I'm Dexter1.
and we have a special guest commentator today, who will introduce himself at any moment now.
Oh, well, I thought you were supposed to say my name. So.
No, I said you say your name.
No, you've ruined it! God damn it!
This is RelaxingDragon. Hi.
Popular TV raccoon relaxing dragon.
Great to be here.
And it's great to have him, maybe. He hasn't actually done anything yet, so we don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I could totally screw this up. I already screwed it up, so look what you guys have gotten yourself into.
After once we start recording, it doesn't matter. If I get a phone call, I'll take it right here while we're recording. Alright, well, everyone knows the deal. We like to comment on art here and say whatever the hell we're thinking about it. Not so much about the skill, but rather just what the hell is in front of us. So, let's get right into it. We have the first image here, which we will all pull up.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've been looking at it for the past half an hour, just admiring it.
Yeah, that's the one I've kept open. It's a
Right.
good image.
it's a good image. We picked this one because we like it. We try to pick at least one, and this one wasn't as hard as some of the others. This one is a character of Silver Rats, art done by Ziggy over on furaffinity.net, because we have not yet found people to pick on who aren't those people. They just make it so easy.
It's what the site's there for.
Basically, yes. It's like they go there just to get picked on. So
Why else would they go there?
I don't know why else they would go there.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah, we have a nice rodent piece here. I actually found it about 2 years ago and commented on it, saying that it was a nice image, which is very, very, very rare for me. If anybody who knows me well, even if I like it, I usually don't say anything. But I did like it.
You are hard to please.
Yes, I am.
I don't think I've seen you fave anything ever.
I don't favorite things. If I like it, I'll tell you straight up if I like it. I can't have people thinking I might enjoy them.
Oh, no. That'd just be weird.
But yeah, so I like this image thoroughly. I've always had kind of a weakness for black and white rats. Actually, this is a mouse. It looks like a rat, and his name is Silver Rat, but it's apparently actually a mouse.
Oh, this is supposed to be a mouse?
I guess.
Well, that's my first piece of critique on it, is that it looks more like a rat
Well,
than a mouse.
it's kind of somewhere in between a rat and a mouse.
I can't really tell the difference between the two.
Well, rats are larger and pointier, and mice are smaller and...
Yeah, but when you upgrade the species to, anthroform, I think they sort of mold together. Because the ears are similar, the tail is similar.
Well, some people will say there's this whole checklist of why they're drastically different, but I guess it depends on how you draw it. But yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I liked the pose. It reminds me a lot of the poses I like to give my characters as well. And
It's almost like a still life pose. Actually, kind of is.
And it's cute. It's really hard to find rodent art these days that's cute. It's usually needlessly slutty.
Ugh.
Like certain people I could mention and have mentioned in certain journals.
Certain
Or
long
my
and rambling journals.
Yeah. What was that, Steven?
Or on my shout page.
Right. But I do most of my complaining in my journals and after that in his shouts. So.
But he's right. I like this picture too. It's actually pretty nice. It's very contemplative.
Very contemplative, and a lot of people like the hat. I kind of like the hat. I actually did my research to figure out who that hat reminds me of. It's the guy who used to be in the Stone Temple Pilots, the lead singer.
Ah.
Because both hats are very homosexual looking. That's
Yeah,
right.
because whatever kind of hat you wear denotes what sexuality you are.
That's right, and that is a very
Pretty much,
homosexual
yeah.
hat. And that guy's got to know it. He's pretty damn gay. I've been to his page. And I've
Well, maybe
seen.
that's why he's so sad, because he's wearing the hat and everyone knows he's gay, and then it just makes him sad because he can't hide it.
Well, you could just take it off.
And then he's living in a cruel, anti-gay mouse rat world.
I would personally, if in a rodent world, I would assume half of all rodents are gay, or at least gay for show.
Or gay for mice.
Well,
Okay, for lab tests.
what's that?
Okay, for lab tests.
It's a lab test.
Yeah, like test lab.
Maybe
When they are on
people shun him because he has slightly larger feet.
Let's not even go there.
Yeah, it's actually got a thing for the feet. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Oh well, you know, everyone has the skeletons.
And yours are the feet bones.
if, if only relaxing dragon skeletons stopped at feet. If only that were it right there. But now there are some I could critique the image, and perhaps I should. Apparently, some people get the idea that we're like honest to God critiquers, which is so not who we are.
No.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know good art from bad art.
You make that very obvious.
Yeah, I know I walked right into that, but it's still true.
One thing I could say is when I was looking at this, the further leg, I want to say looks kind of minimalist, you know. Like the rest of it's very nice and thought out and composed and everything. That last leg back there is just like leg.
Yeah, there's not really a lot. There's not a lot of detail there.
Like I feel like it could just be labeled leg, L-E-G, written across the thigh.
I think it's because at the very least he's blocking like the knee, so you can't just sort of just one long limb.
Well, it's like there's not like a whole lot of fur texture going there, except for when it hits the feet.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to me too. I mean, the colors sort of fade in right there at the ankles as opposed to the shoulders and the face.
That was another thing I was going to say. The gradient shading right there. When it's also kind of like, I mean, I guess it wasn't like it doesn't. Well, I don't know what to say because that's as far as what might be inadvertently insulting. Because it doesn't look like it was like this drawing took me a week to complete, obviously. But
are you suggesting that furry art is inconsistent?
I've never suggested anything in my entire life.
Perish the thought.
Yeah, another thing I could say to the credit of the user who commissioned it is that it's like it's a clean piece in a gallery that's also well loaded with smut. You only get one or the other in most cases.
You wouldn't call this like suggestively clean because there's one leg that's blocking like the fun parts. So
I don't really consider it suggestive. It's like you can draw it. Like sure, he's not clothed except for that hat. And if there's anything erotic happening, it's with that hat. All right?
He has one sexy
it's
hat.
a sexy hat. I'm not gonna lie.
We are in agreement.
Like the pose says, "I want to be alone," but the hat says, "But not for long."
He's keeping his options open.
Right.
He wants to he's planning ahead for his day.
Is Silverwet wearing his hat? Oh, he is. Well,
Get in line.
for a friend. Not right now. Not right now. But yes, it could be like it doesn't have to be like clothed, necessarily because I don't really get the like. You could see that it's like not clothed except for the hat, but that's not really what you get out of it. You just look at it as if it's a rat sitting there having thoughts, probably negative thoughts based on the submission info. By the way, this would be a good time to point out the closer whiskers are like going into oblivion.
Oh yeah,
they're just going on forever.
That is weird.
Maybe it's like a fashion thing, like he cuts one side shorter than the other thing.
They're kind of frighteningly long, like a harvestman's legs.
It's like those haircuts where one of the bangs goes over the eye, and the other bangs are like short. Only now he has whiskers.
Don't compare this drawing to awful, stupid, useless, emo.
I'm not trying to drag it down. I'm just saying.
You're dragging it down by comparing it to people who would ever sport that hair.
All right, fine. Maybe it's just a perspective thing. Maybe the other whiskers just going straight out, so it looks like they're a lot shorter.
Right. That's right. It's a sad rat, but it's not an emo rat. Hopefully. I'll have to ask more about what the hat means later.
Oh boy.
The hat's a gateway drug. Gateway code.
Let's not fight over this, guys. It's not worth losing friends over.
I'll fight you
over the hat. Maybe.
Well, do we have more thoughts on the very nice rat drawing?
I have to
I like the
admit,
ears and the tail a lot.
He likes the ears and the tail a lot. What was that, Dex?
I said I have to admit I didn't actually notice it was wearing a hat until like I paid attention for longer than 5 seconds.
Do you mean like right now or before?
I mean like just before.
Like, oh yeah, it's wearing a hat.
Yeah,
Even though
that
the
was
hat
that was
showing
I
it
did
up.
have that moment like, oh yeah, look at that. Huh.
You're sort of lying about it at first. You just wanted to be cool.
It's like, as far as you're concerned, because all rats in Wales like wear hats.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, every rat in Wales actually wears a little hat. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's how you know whether they're professional rats or just rats.
Yeah.
Are they all different hats though, or the same hat?
No, they're all different. They're all different. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you have little like Cockney like street sweeper hats.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
then, like upper
Yeah,
class hats.
and some of them wear.
I like the
little
idea
suits.
of a cockney rat. I really, really do.
Maybe
Cockney
you
or Cockney?
Cockney, I think.
Cockney. Well,
Both are good.
I basically just would like a rat that's British and doesn't pronounce its T's. I would hug that rat.
Maybe you
I'd
should
hug
make
this
one.
rat. He looks like he needs a hug.
And we should point this out. This is supposed to be a mouse. We keep calling it a rat, but it's a mouse.
That was my
Well,
first.
too
That
late
was my
now.
first
I've been
piece
talking to you.
of critique. Is that it looks more like a rat.
Well,
My point is proven. I'm validated. Moving on.
we've decided it's a rat. All right. Well, should we like to move on to the second image?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And now our second image is, due to the occasion, an image that was commissioned by RelaxingDragon. Because he's got money and no priorities.
Damn straight.
Where does he? Why does he have? Who knows why he has money? Like he has a job, but I can't imagine them like paying him.
I don't know either. They just keep paying me money. I don't know what to do with it.
Like, aren't you at your? I mean, you're not like working today, but aren't you at your job site right now?
I'm actually at home right now because it was closer.
Oh, hey, what the hell, man?
So were you
Yeah, I
actually employed, or did you just show up and they're like, "Hey, that guy looks employable. Let's throw money at him."
I'm related to someone who works there.
Right on.
Yes. I've heard of this.
It's a great inn right there.
Well, as long as we have an art piece in front of us, we should maybe discuss it.
Maybe.
I commented on this also about 2 years ago, and with
He was the
regard
first comment.
with regard to the outfit, it seems kind of gay.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Looks fine to me. I think you're seeing things.
In fact, you know what? I showed this to my sister before I was going to snark it, and I said, "What is the first thing you think when you see this image?" And she was like, after looking at it long enough, she was like, "That outfit's like really gay." I'm like, "Thank you. That's what I told him." Like 2 years ago, that you said something along the lines like you didn't even notice how gay it was until you caught sight of it.
Is it the vest?
Is it really too much to ask that a raccoon can go out in tank top and really short shorts and just try and not?
Well, you
Like,
could have
I
at
don't know
least
where
put
I'm
on
going
a
with that.
t-shirt
Where
or
were you
something.
going with that? Is it too much to ask him to what? Be gay? Because clearly it's not.
You know, I think I should say something. I honestly can't remember if I commissioned this picture. I think it might have been a gift. Because this sort of showed up one day. Because the artist had done a picture of the little, like, cuttlefish version of me that's on the left.
Uh-huh.
And then I seriously don't remember, but it sort of one thing led to another, and then she drew this.
Wait, whoa.
How fucking narcissistic is RelaxingDragon, by the way? He's homing in on a cuttlefish that looks mildly like him.
You know, I think it was looking at me first, and I went over to it. But if the cuttlefish comes up to the glass, you go up to the glass.
Like, you don't leave it waiting.
No, honestly.
So that's
Cuttlefish.
a cuttlefish version of you as well as.
Yep. My gallery
Wow.
contains both cuttlefish and an octopus version of me.
Wow. There's like.
And this really disgusting pony version of him. And that is totally because you wanted me to bring up Pony's deck, so I'm doing it.
I didn't. I said if you can avoid it, but.
So yeah, you guys are the ones bringing it up, not me. So, you know, what does that say about you?
Why did you think we needed to bring you here to make fun of you? Well, I'm just saying,
It
you're saying
wasn't
there's an
enough.
octopus-
It
there's an
wasn't enough
octopus version
standing
of you,
from the sidelines and just hurling
a
abuse.
cuttlefish version of you, and there's a disgusting pony version of you. I'm just letting people know.
Alright, well, Are we still talking about this one? Because actually, now that I'm actually looking at it, I do have some things I need to say about it.